Welcome back everybody to once again another episode here on my channel of Ivorys Cozy Corner, and I'm super excited to talk about roller coasters. So strap on in, let's get started, and here we go. Hop! We're going to start first off with something very important. What got me into roller coasters? What got me into theme parks? Let's get right into it. So guys, what got me into amusement parks is kind of a crazy question because there's just so much to interest me with the coaster industry, but I'm going to just kind of highlight the important stuff, okay? Just so I don't bore you with all the ins and outs of it. So let's go ahead. I fell in love with amusement parks because of one park in general. This park was known as Jaga Lake. I went there with my father. My father bought both of us a season pass. I was tall enough to ride most of the coasters at the park, and I got a chance to ride something called the double loop. That was the moment that I knew that I was going to love roller coasters for my entire life, because I just had the best of times on that roller coaster. I was a little bit scared, I will say. Like, I was actually quite terrified to ride a roller coaster for the first time ever, because I didn't know what to experience and I didn't know what it was going to be like. But after I took that first, ride up the lift hill, and it took me through the two loops and the helix and everything, I instantly fell in love. And my dad knew I fell in love. I said, I want to ride the next one, and the next one, and the next one. I got to ride the Great Dipper, all of the other coasters that were at this park. And I fell in deep love with roller coasters because they just look cool. The mechanics behind them, the engineering, I wanted to learn every little aspect of how roller coasters work. And I learned every little bit. I can't say I know everything, of course, because there's always new stuff to learn about in this industry. But I do know a good chunk that if somebody asks questions, I'm right there ready to answer them. Yeah, I love amusement parks 110%, and Jaga Lake was the reason why. As a side note, Jaga Lake does not exist anymore. Yeah, it's kind of sad, and I won't ever get to go see it again, but that's okay. Let's move on to the next subject. The next topic we're going to talk about are what are some of my favorite roller coasters that I have ridden. And I'm going to talk about one specifically at one park, okay? Because I do have a lot of favorites, but I'm going to tell you my number one out of all of them. I am a huge fan of Millennium Force at Cedar Point. I know, it's a bit older, it's starting to show its age, and there's some things that people don't particularly like about it anymore. But I'm one of those weird beings that actually does really enjoy this roller coaster, because it's the perfect combination of speed, of height, of smoothness. The lift hill is just awesome to go up. The whole entire experience of the roller coaster is just amazing. And also being able to get to ride one of the very first Giga coasters ever built is crazy. What is a Giga coaster? Giga coaster is a coaster that goes 300 to 400 feet. Once it hits 400 feet, it goes into a strata coaster, but that's not what this is. This is a Giga coaster that hits 300 feet in the sky. 300 feet? That's crazy, right? Well, when it comes to roller coaster design, the limits, they're trying to break them every single year. There are a lot of roller coasters, and a lot of really tall ones. When roller coasters were being built, there was an era called the Coaster Wars era, where everybody was trying to outdo each other, where one person would build the tallest coaster, and then the next person would build the tallest coaster. The Millennium Force coaster is the one that broke everything, and it kind of destroyed the Coaster Wars era. The Coaster Wars era still lasted a bit longer after that, but once Millennium Force was built, everyone was like, nope, well, now we gotta think about new ideas. The thing is, I love Millennium Force. I think it's a great roller coaster overall, and it started a debate that I just think is absolutely crazy. It's not a bad debate, it's a fun debate, because look at all the roller coasters we got out of it. There are countless of them. I mean, heck, Magnum XL 200, same park. Another really good roller coaster. It is a bit bumpy, that's my issue with it. It's starting to really show that jigglies kind of feeling. I can deal with it. Most people can deal with it. People will complain about it, be like, I don't like the roller coaster because it bumps me around and jerks me everywhere. You know what? If you have a problem with that, why don't you not ride the roller coaster? I mean, I'm messing. The roller coasters are just awesome overall. You can't go wrong there. Anyways, on to next topic. The next question is, what is my dream roller coaster slash amusement park to go to? And I'm going to tell you right now, it's a park called Alton Towers. It exists out there in the UK, and I have been completely intrigued by this park. Why? Because they have some of the most highly themed roller coasters you will ever see in your life. And I'm telling you right now, Nemesis Reborn is a redo of Nemesis that exists at this park. And the amount of theming and dedication and care to quality, safety, and everything else, Alton Towers, this coaster is just gorgeous. It looks amazing. It fits the theming so incredibly well. It looks like it rides so smoothly. I would love to ride this coaster. And also the fact that it is an inverted coaster, which means your feet are hanging down from below you. It's an inverted. It's turned upside down. The reason why I want to ride it is because you're so low to the ground, with your feet dangling down close to the ground, but not too close that your feet will get taken off. It just looks like a sensation that I just want to try out. It looks like a ton of fun. There's also another roller coaster at the same park called Smiler, and the Smiler is the coaster that has the most inversions on any coaster in the whole wide world. Inversion after inversion after inversion. It's in a small, tight space where they placed it. And when I saw this coaster for the first time, I could not believe that they had fit this much track in one small space. The Smiler also just looks like one heck of a good time to ride with like some friends or family. It's not a child-friendly roller coaster by any means, but if you're going to the park with your family, that type of roller coaster is the one that you want to ride with your family. Alton Towers, I'm coming for you Sunday, and I want to come ride all your stuff. Can you give me a free ticket? I'm just kidding. Anyways, guys, so that is going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you like me talking about coaster content and want to hear more about it, please let me know your questions or comments down below, and I would love to do more. I will see you guys soon for another video. I love you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.